This past weekend, I tried to do a flip at my graduation, and I did not nail it.
So what was behind the flip?
So, for my high school graduation, I did a little celebration. It was a real simple one. The only thing I did was bend over and then just dusted my shoes off. It was actually the exact same pair of Timberlands right here. But for this one, I wanted to do a little more. I saw people dancing, and I thought to myself, I can't dance. I'm too goofy. So, I'm going to go ahead and try to do a flip. Now, I have tried to do a flip before. This was actually on my birthday during our Love You Blue game where we brought back our blue uniforms. And I tried that backflip, and the exact same thing happened where I landed on my neck.
So what would make you think, let me try this again on the biggest stage of my life right now?
Well, I had nothing else to think of. Cartwheels, I can't really land that one. I can't dance. But I say, you know what? If I really want to remember this, I'm going to try to do this backflip. I'm gonna laugh at this, and something I'll show my kids and my grandkids. So it was all about me really just trying to do the backflip. If I landed, cool. If I didn't, but just remembering the moment.
So there was, in your mind, a 50-50 shot that either you could nail this or you could fall flat.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. There wasn't really 50-50. It was 100%. I know I wasn't gonna land it because I know I'm not that athletic. That was never me. Nobody in my family is really that athletic. At least on my father's side. My mother's side, we can go a little more in depth than that. But for me personally, I am not that athletic. So I knew going into it like this, I'm not gonna land it, but it's gonna hurt. But it'll be worth it in the end.
What if you would have got injured?
I considered all of that, injuries, embarrassment, all those things. But I really just said I wanted to do this moment, and I accept any and all consequences afterwards. But as of right now, I'm all smiles.
So tell me, how do you feel now since the video? I saw the video. I didn't even realize it was here in Houston when I saw it because I opened Instagram and I saw it. But what's your thoughts now that you've gone viral?
Well, how I feel physically, my neck is actually just fine. My head's just fine. I may go to a chiropractor here soon just to get a little checkup and a little crack. So those videos look a lot of fun, by the way. But my right shoulder and my knee are actually the ones that are hurting right now. So that's where the pain is at. But aside from that, I feel just fine.
I mean, just the reactions from people online. What have you been reading?
I've really been laughing at all of them. My favorite ones have been the ones where they said that I would just laid there and play dead for the EMS to come. And I thought, why didn't I think of that? That would have been so much fun. Why would I just laid there the entire time? But I don't want to think about and take up anybody else's time. So maybe that was a good idea not to do that.
How did you feel in that moment? Like just after you didn't stick the landing and you were flat. What was going through your mind?
Okay, so I actually did knock myself out. Yes, my landed. So that moment whenever you all saw me lay down, that was actually me being knocked out for maybe about 2 seconds. So in that moment, I was unconscious, but then I think the dean or whoever came over and looked down and waved at me. That's where I kind of realized, like, oh, I didn't land the flip. Because in my head, I actually did a really cool somersault, like a WWE superstar, and landed it, but I did not. So in that moment, I did knock myself out for maybe about 2 seconds. I did see stars like you do in the movies and all that, but that's what happened in that moment.
Like I had no idea. Did you go and get checked out?
Afterwards, I did get to go see the medical staff, and they cleared me and all that. So I was just fine, but I think I was just no concussions, none of that. So as right now, I'm just fine though.
What did your family say when they saw you after graduation?
They all just looked at me and just shook their heads because of what could have happened. They were definitely scared for me, but they were glad to say I was okay.
Did anybody know of your plans, or it was a total shock to everyone?
It was a total shock to everyone, and maybe to except the two girls who you all saw clap. They were actually in on it. We were talking about it. They asked me if I was going to do anything, and I said yes, I was going to do something. And I basically just said, can you all just clap? Regardless of what I do, can you all just clap? And they said yes. And then the other two people who knew were actually my bosses here at U of H. I texted them, I said backflip ? And they both said yes. Oh no, one said yes, but he didn't mean it. I knew that. And the other one, she just said straight out, no, don't do it. So I had people in on it, but it was a very, very small amount. And all of them were like, no, this is not a good idea. But I said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
So that's behind you now. You graduated.
Yep.
And just tell me about the good news you just told me a few seconds ago before we started rolling.
Oh man, so I actually just got a new job. I'm not going to disclose all the information, all the personal, all my business out there, but I did get a new job on the West Coast. I will be moving out of here real soon. I will have my own team of students, college students, so that's a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. I've always worked around college students. I've always had mentors as college students, so getting this chance to be a teacher once again, I'm really looking forward to it.
And you're going to encourage these students not to backflip.
I'm going to encourage them to be themselves and to take risks and take on big challenges, but I'm going to say make sure you do it in a safe space.
Got you. Perfect. Anything else that you want to add to this viral moment of your life right now?
I wasn't expecting any of this. This is all awesome. For all those who found it funny, I'm glad you all found it funny. For all those who were asking if I was okay, I am okay. I appreciate that, and go Cougs.
And here's a burning question that I'm sure a lot of people want to know. Can you actually do a backflip for real, for real?
No, I cannot. On the trampoline, maybe. In the swimming pool, 95% chance, yes.